What's up guys, it's Matt Collins-Jones here, also known as the D365 Geek, and today we are talking about the D365 Wave 1 2020 preview. These are preview features that are coming to the main product in April. Today's video is on the export or the save PDF to SharePoint or D365. So what is this? Well, last year, a feature rolled out into Dynamics or CDS that allowed you to save a Word template straight to a PDF and then export that out to be sent on. So people that use Word templates, one of the main requested features was that they wanted the ability to convert to PDF. There are a bunch of third-party products that could do this. You could use something like North 52 and call a web service to convert to PDF. You could use Microsoft Flow at the time or Power Automate to convert to PDF. I have a blog post on how to do that, so I'll link that in the description. But what they did is they added the ability to use Word templates and just export them straight to PDF for quotes. Then they slowly rolled that out to release that to a select number of other entities, including things like accounts. Now what that did was that opened up the possibilities and gave you access to other things. In what's coming in April is the ability to, instead of downloading that, which was the default option when you did this, or you could email it, you have the ability to save to the timeline in the notes or save to your SharePoint environment. So what we're going to go through today is show you how to enable those settings so you can have them on other entities, as well as showing you the behavior of saving to SharePoint and saving to Dynamics. So I'm in D365 here, and I'm in the Sales Hub here. If I go down to Sales and choose App Settings, the overview in this general settings area gives me access to a bunch of different custom features and functions. One of them is convert to PDF, and it says create, save and send PDF files to Dynamics 365 sales records. Learn more. Click on manage. We can convert to PDF these like Word templates that are based on these entities. So accounts, leads, contacts, opportunities, quotes, orders and invoices. So there still are limitations. These are specifically for sales records, so you can't do these things on custom entities and stuff like that. But maybe that'll come in the future. There are also some other ways around it by calling APIs to convert to PDF as well that are used in Dynamics, which is really cool. So at the moment we have all these disabled, but we could turn on accounts, for instance, and turn on contacts, and we can hit save, and that'll be all good. We can see the same, we're saved, and now when we go to those records, we could potentially export records and run Word templates and generate those PDFs. So let's go back to our sales settings for a minute, and we'll go to quotes, and we'll open up this top quote which says D365 Focus. Now, in here we have two options. So I think I covered this in a previous video, but we have create PDF and we have email PDF. So this gives you options, and these are based on Word templates that are in systems against these entities. So if I want to save one of these, I could hit print quote for customer, and I get this modal dialog that says your quote document is now ready. Do you want to save it in Dynamics or download a copy? So if I click download, it will download to my local machine. But if I hit save, it pops up there to say save into timeline, and the toast at the bottom says your print quote for a customer, which is the name of it, was saved to timeline. Now if I go across to details, which is where my timeline is, I can see that I have my PDF stored in here. So I can click this, it'll download, and I can open it up and I can show you what all this looks like. So it's not very good Word template, but it's converted to PDF, and that's what we wanted. And it saves it directly into here. Now, the update said you can save it directly to Dynamics or you can save it to SharePoint. So for people where space is a commodity inside your database, which may be an issue with the new capacity model, we can link Dynamics to SharePoint, which is an out-of-the-box functionality, and you can save documents in there, and you can see them in Dynamics, and you can edit them, you can check them out, do loads of things. It's really good inbuilt free functionality for Dynamics and for SharePoint. And you can set your environment up to connect to SharePoint and specify entities that you want to run this on. Now this environment I'm in right now does not have the SharePoint connection set up. So by default, I have no SharePoint connections, I can't connect to SharePoint from here, I can't save documents in here. But if I go on to a different environment, which is set up for SharePoint, I get a slightly different option. So again, we're in quotes, we have the create quote PDF and email PDF buttons. This is a different environment which is connected to SharePoint. I click PDF, and as you can see, we've got a few different quotes, word templates here, but still I get a print quote for customer. But now I get a pop-up that says your quote document is now ready. Do you want to save it in SharePoint, spelled incorrectly, or download a copy? So we could hit save, and it says save into SharePoint. We get a little swirl, and then the toast notification says your print quotes customer was saved to SharePoint, again spelled incorrectly. And we can go to our documents tab available on the quote, and we can see that there was a print quotes customer PDF generated at this time. It's currently 9:45, and we can open it up and we can see what it says. And again, it's a PDF. Again, it looks rubbish, but it's all good because it's a PDF and it's saved to SharePoint. So we get a different option based on what we have configured. So if we have SharePoint configured, the option is you save it to SharePoint. If we don't have SharePoint configured, the option is you save it to Dynamics. Now, I've not figured out a way to specify if you want to save it to Dynamics, even if you have SharePoint configured. I'm not sure why you would want to, because SharePoint is all about handling documents and things like that. And if you have SharePoint configured, that's essentially the way you'd want to do it. I think it will be based on the entities that you have enabled. So if you don't have an entity enabled for SharePoint, but you have SharePoint enabled in general, you'll get an option to just save to Dynamics and not save to SharePoint. But it's not, at the moment I don't think it's configurable. I think it's just, if you have it set up and configured to do this, then this is where it's going to go, else it's going to go in the other place. I think this is a great feature. I'm always looking for new features for word templates. It's one of my favorite things in Dynamics and something I'm always fiddling about with. So I think this is great. Adds new functionality, adds a new layer to Dynamics. But what do you guys think? Is this going to be useful for you? Is a 1 button or 2 button click saving to SharePoint a lot easier? Is it going to help you with your document management? Let me know in the comments down below. If you've liked this video, please like and please share it with your friends. It's much appreciated. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you next time.